For many years, Tuesday Musical Club has offered scholarships for students in Marshalltown to attend a summer music camp of their choice. And the scholarships are offered on an audition basis. Many times there were several students who auditioned and they were only able to give a few scholarships, so it became an honor as well. The money for the scholarships comes from various performances that Tuesday Musical members do throughout the year. We have a guest day every year where people from the public are invited to attend, and usually a part of that is a free will offering. And in addition, we all have a tradition of providing a Christmas program for several organizations in the community as well as the public. And again, we invite people to give a free will offering to benefit these scholarships. This year, Tuesday Musical was marking their 125th anniversary and decided that they really wanted to promote these scholarship opportunities for students. And so we had many very talented young people audition, and so we were able to provide 6 different scholarships this year. There were 5 of them, I believe, 4 of them that were $500 each, and 2 of them that were $350 each. And the students could be in middle school through high school, and we did have one middle school student, Veronica Herrera, who auditioned and did a wonderful job. She's a violinist and wanted to go to Luther College to their Dorian music camp. So we gave a scholarship to her. We gave scholarship to Nicholas Cooper, who had just graduated from Marshalltown High School in the spring and used his scholarship to attend a special music camp called Broadway Dreams in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, because he's preparing for a career on Broadway and is now studying at NYU in New York City. So the club members are excited to be supportive of other young people who are interested in music and love it like we do, and we were happy that there were so many skilled students who were interested in participating. So we've asked each of them to tell us a little bit about their experiences this summer so we can benefit from learning about their experiences and if they enjoyed it and what they learned. Okay, if I can have everybody's attention, please. I would like to thank all of you for coming, and especially our guests today. I want you to know that we are really, really, really excited to hear about your summer experiences at Music Camp. And so I just want to tell you a little bit about today. I'm holding this microphone because Craig Schwartz is here from MCTV, and he's going to videotape our presentations today. And our idea is that we're expecting to be excited about these summer camp scholarships when we leave the room, and we want to share that excitement with other people in our community so that as we do different fundraisers to get more money for scholarships for next year, we can show a videotape of real kids from Marshalltown who had this experience. And so I'm holding this microphone for the videotape, and I'm going to ask if you would do the same. Just keep it relatively close to your mouth. Oh, Craig says hold it down here. Okay, hold it down here. Keep your eye on him. He'll tell you if you got the microphone in the right place. But I'm going to let you introduce yourselves, if you don't mind, and tell a little bit about your camp and experiences. And I'm just going to let you take it away rather than introduce each of you. I do know that Belle Russell and Hadley Wagner are going to be our first presenters because they have some other commitments today. So Belle and Hadley, come on up.
I'm Belle Russell.
And I'm Hadley Wagner. And this summer we both went to the Orpheus Singing Actor Camp at Simpson College from July 16th to July 22nd. And so our schedule consisted of, first of all, at 9 a.m., we had stage movement, which was just like learning how to act and move on stage. And then after that, we either had a vocal lesson with a professor or a time to work on your own. And then we each took a class. Belle took acting, and I took music prep. And then those alternated with the lesson days. And I also took applied composition where I learned how to write music. And then after our classes, we would have time in which we worked alone in practice rooms with our peers and music professors. Do you want to?
Yeah, sure. So one of my highlights of the week was at the end of the week, we have a big performance on what we've been working on throughout the week. And so I was involved in a duet where we sang Marry the Man Today from Guys and Dolls. And I played the character Adelaide. And then I was also involved in, it was called The Grisettes. And so there was, I think, 7 or 8 of us, and we performed. We were little showgirls. And then I was also involved in the group number called It's Too Darn Hot from also Marry the Man Today. No, Guys and Dolls. That's what it's called.
No, it's from Kiss Me, Kate.
Kiss Me, Kate. That's what it's from.
Yeah. And some of my highlights, so the 2 performances I did for Saturday at the big concert, where I played Anita in the song America from West Side Story, and then I played Hava from Matchmaker and Fiddler on the Roof. And then I also performed a solo on Friday, which was Kindergarten Boyfriend from the Heathers.
Some of the challenges that we pretty much just had to face was just having to learn to work on the music yourself, and it's a lot of just individual working instead of one. I mean, we do have one-on-one, but it's a lot of individual working. So that was a place where I really grew in. So that was nice.
And to add to that was that we had to learn how to pace ourselves because we were singing actually all day, and we had to know when to limit yourself and not overwork. And also in my music prep class, we had to learn a German piece called On die Musik, which means to the music. And we had to translate it ourselves, and then we had to sing it in German for our class.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun at this camp. It was nice to get together with old friends because I also attended this camp last year. And then it was also nice to meet new people and to work with the professors and get a taste of what Simpson College was like.
I learned how to sight read and write music, and also how to maneuver around stage because I'm kind of awkward with moving, and it was nice to learn how to do it well. And I also became more confident in my singing range and learned how to push my limits and know how to do it appropriately.
I would definitely recommend the Tuesday Musical Club to keep providing these scholarships because it really helped that I was able to go and do this and then also be able to go to another camp that for All-State, and so that was really nice.
This camp was a lot of fun, and it gives you a taste of what studying music is like and being able to work with people who actually know what they're doing. And I love you, OC. You know what you're doing too. Okay. So, yeah. It was just a lot of fun, and I would recommend this. Thank you.
This summer I went to Dorian Band Camp at Luther College from June 18th through 24th. And the schedule for the week was full enough that you could have 2 classes of your choice and 2 rehearsals plus a jazz band rehearsal if you were involved. One of the highlights we had in one of our classes was the composition class, where we made a version on Canon in D and performed it in front of the class for the audience. One of the larger challenges I had to meet was finding time to practice while maintaining my chops so that I could still play during the concert band rehearsals, which were 3 hours a day. What I learned as a musician was the 3 parts of a note for concert band, and what fingerings to use for major scales, and strategies for major scales and chromatic scales. And for the final question, did I have fun? Yes. While making friends, socializing, and taking care of what I had to. I think this is a great experience, and I recommend other people to do the same.
My name is Dylan Roseborough. I went to the Winds and Percussion Camp at Central College. It was my 4th year doing it, so I'm no stranger to the campus. Not a total stranger to the people. I mean, every year there's new people, so that was a challenge, just making new friends. It was a busy schedule, but like I said, after 4 years, it gets fun. It doesn't seem busy anymore, and we get started pretty early at around 7 o'clock. We go eat breakfast, and then since percussion is a very physical instrument, you use your whole body, sometimes we just do some stretches and get warmed up and have fun. I definitely learned how to be a better musician. I worked a lot on dynamics, sight rating, learning new rhythms, syncopation. That's always been a problem for me, so it was really fun to learn that. I definitely recommend this scholarship to anyone. Especially since for some of those more expensive music camps, like this was a great help to get me there. Yes, I did have fun. Lots of fun. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Veronica Herrera, and this summer was my absolute first time going to a music camp, and it was awesome. Let me just say that. Honestly, it was. This summer I went to Dorian College in Decorah, the Luther Camp, and in the morning we had to get up at around 6 just to get ready, and then it was breakfast from up to 8. And then we would go to orchestra, and the first day they just introduced us to music we did, and we would do that for about 2 hours. After that was elements of music that taught us how to play sharps and flats in the key signature, and then it was another hour of orchestra, which was actually kind of helpful. The music was pretty hard, and then it was just some fun things to do as activities after that. What were some of the best parts? Some of the best parts, I said this before, was trying to discover how it is at a music camp, because I've never been to one and I just wanted to see how it was. And I made a lot of new friends, and the music was awesome. We did Star Wars, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. They were so awesome. And some of the challenges, though, let's just say that the music was a little higher level than I can play. So after orchestra, I had to spend about an hour by myself just trying to get 5 measures right, because they were 2 pages long, so that took me forever. What I learned as a musician was to learn how to be patient and learn. You can't just look at the paper and just do it perfectly like the section leader did. No, I had to work hard and try to focus on how to do it right. Did I have fun? Yes, definitely I did. It was very interesting, even just studying the music. That was fun for me because I like orchestra. That's just a part of me. And I definitely recommend the scholarship program to keep on helping other kids get scholarships to camps, because I honestly never thought I would get the chance to go to a music camp, because it's more than my parents can afford with 3 other kids to take care of. It was just an awesome opportunity to just even try to go to a music camp. And thank you.
Musical Club, it's Nick Cooper here, and I'm just making this video to answer a few questions you guys had regarding my experience and my trip that I used your scholarship money for. So, first question, when and where did you go for your camp? So the camp that I attended was called Broadway Dreams, and it was the musical theater week-long summer intensive. And I went, they do a summer tour, so they go to a bunch of different places, and I went to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, from August 6th to 13th, and it was a Sunday to Sunday. What was the schedule like? It was absolutely crazy. Fun, but crazy. 12 hours, sometimes 13 or 14 hours a day, 8 to 8, with a 45-minute lunch break, and it was set up in a block schedule. So for the segments you were in, you were going to rehearsals, and they were about an hour and 15 to an hour 30, and if there was a time that you didn't have a segment, you were going to a master class. What were some of the highlights, best parts? The best part of the week, I think, was the show, the performance at the end of the week. We did a 3 o'clock and a 7 o'clock on the Saturday. And another highlight was definitely learning under some actual Broadway performers. And some were actually really big named people like Billy Porter, who was in the original cast of Kinky Boots. It was so awesome meeting all these people and being able to get one-on-one time with them and work in master classes with them and hear about the industry from people who are currently in it and who have been in it. So that was a really big highlight of my week there. What were some of the challenges you had to meet? Sleep was a big challenge, getting enough sleep and really working around that. It was all about time management because you'd have so much to digest and so much to rehearse and memorize after every day, but you still needed to get to sleep. So that was definitely a big challenge for me. And also just kind of related to that, maintaining good vocal and physical health. They were very, very long days, and it gave me a really good insight, though, to the kind of lifestyle that people who are performers have. So, but it was definitely challenging. Did you have fun? Beyond fun. The people, the atmosphere, and the experience overall were absolutely incredible. And I plan on keeping the Broadway Dreams Foundation at least one of their summer weeks of their summer intensive in my yearly summer schedule. Truly an amazing experience, taught me so much, met so many amazing people, learned so much. I had an absolute amazing time. What did you learn as a musician? Well, because it was a musical theater summer camp, I learned a lot about vocal technique for musical theater vocal technique. Also how to, going back to the challenges, how to function in an environment that calls for me to be on my A game every day of the week for long extended periods of time. So I learned a lot about what it takes to be a musical theater actor, and also just some of the technique that is required to be in the industry and in the field. Would you recommend Tuesday Musical continue to provide scholarships to students for camps like the one you attended? Definitely, especially kids thinking about majoring in either voice, dance, or theater. Because basically the camp, you audition to get into the camp, you send in tapes, and you also audition in person when you get there. And based on those auditions and what they find that you are strongest at and what they think you could, and if they think you can bring a new aspect to a segment, they put you in specific segments based on those auditions and all those things that they have determined about you. So I definitely recommend to all kids that have performance backgrounds or performance passions. Anything else? Again, I am so blessed to have received this scholarship from you guys, and I feel truly honored accepting it and having done the camp with the money that I received from it. It really did launch me right into NYU, which is where I am now and where I am studying musical theater now, and I am having a blast working here and working very hard. Getting sleep is another challenge here too, but I'm absolutely loving it, and I really think that the Broadway Dreams Foundation Summer Theater Camp launched me right into the college musical theater world and right into the mindset that I needed to have to flourish here and know what I was getting myself into. Please keep in touch. Feel free to message me or send me mail. I love hearing back from people back home. And thank you again so much for the opportunity and for the scholarship.
on the
Bye.
tape, but I would very much like to hear from the teachers, from their perspective, and I didn't kind of give you a heads up about that, but I would love to know if you have noticed any benefits to your programs and to your students as a result of their experiences this summer. So if you don't mind coming up to say a few words that are on your mind, we'd love to hear them.
My name is Brett Umpton. I'm the high school band director. I think this experience for the students helps our program because it will get the word out. It helps students individually, which then helps the rest of the group. They're able to share their experiences. The audition process to get the scholarship is an excellent way for them to prepare and do something different. It might be a little bit lower stress than some of our contests that we have for state and our local stuff, so that for them to get a solo and a chance to play in the public is an excellent opportunity. They mentioned being expensive, so it's a nice way to promote when we try and encourage our students to do summer camps, that we can offer them, hey, this is a way to help you financially to get more students involved over the summer so that we have less loss of information.
I have had the chance to watch several students over the last few years gain from this opportunity. The Tuesday Musical Club has given these scholarships out for a number of years, and it has truly been a blessing for the students who've had a chance to go. This year in particular, I can look at both Hadley and Isabella, who are vocal music students, and I've seen such incredible growth just in where they were last year as performers, especially in musical theater, as we're preparing to do a musical this fall. They both came back with some new skills, and Hadley talked about feeling a little awkward when she is walking on, just on stage, and I've seen some really wonderful changes in her ability to move around the stage and just feel more comfortable. The chance that many of my students have taken in the last few years when they've gotten their scholarships to attend the all-state music camps that are so important. It doesn't guarantee a spot into All-State, but it sure makes learning their music so much easier because they get to go and learn with other talented musicians from all across the state about the music and the composers and just that preparation, because All-State is really an individual preparation kind of thing. Eventually, the vocalists have to be able to perform in a small ensemble, but they have to be able to sing their part on their own, a cappella. Here's your pitch, start in the middle of this song and go. And it's a real challenge. So these scholarships have benefited a number of students in allowing them to do that. In addition to some of these other wonderful camps, they come back with skills and have encouraged other people to do the same thing. So I thank you very much for giving so many kids over the years this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Do any of you have any questions that you wanted to ask any of these students? Okay, well, once again, thanks for you for coming. You can go back to class if you would like to or not, So thanks for being part of today. It's nice to see all of you and have a great year.